Part 2, the story of Kevin Elbert. Thank you so much for going down memory lane with me. Let me pick back up where I left off. It was just a slap here, punch here, and a couple of knockdowns there by Junior to Kevin. Like I said, when Kevin got possessive, it was pretty much over. You see, Kevin had a lot of jobs. As I mentioned before in part 1 about the job with the ice cream man, the Jingle Scoop, Jingle Jam, we'll call it what you will. When we had first met Kevin, he was in working at Ben Mint, and he would go home and take a shower and whatnot, and come back, and we and Sean and him, and said mostly me and Sean, but sometimes Swishman usually hang out with us, and for the most part, and we used to go out here, there, and everywhere. But after Kevin became possessive, it was pretty much over. Kevin used to go like this. He used to rock. Didn't make a difference if he was playing a video game, if he was eating, or what he was doing. Kevin usually rocked. Just rocked back and forth for just I don't know the reason why, but he would just rock back and forth. And after that, him and Junior got in that little scuffle with his possession of Sally. It pretty much made the blood is thicker than water thing, and we pretty much stopped hanging out with Kevin because of that. We didn't want to get our family upset. Let's fast forward now to late 92, early 93, where Kevin was, I'd been off that. I've been working at Daco's, of course, and I've been off at Daco's I've been off at Daco's one Saturday night. Boy, itchy. But anyway, I was off at Daco's that particular Saturday night, so I thought, why stop in at Speedy Foods? Sean said, hey man, you come to Speedy Foods tonight? I haven't been there in a while. I said, yeah, sure. So it's the first time I've been in Speedy Foods since Sean and I did the whole Courtesy of Bob thing and everything, if you will. If you don't understand that, you need to go back, take a look at the second installment of this Memory Lane series. But Kevin came in that particular night and told John my cousin John Huffman, that he had to talk to him. John's like, well, I'm busy. I got customers I got to wait on, everything. He goes, I can't sit there and talk to you. Kevin went back into the back of the store there, was looking at videos, and I think he rented a couple, if I'm mistaken. And Kevin had told John, he said, hey, I'm going to leave. He goes, about a half hour or so, I'll be back. Well, Kevin came back about a half hour later, and the assistant manager of the store, her name was Sharon Schneer. And Sharon was in there, or had been in there earlier, and she had left. Well, her son Nathan came over. I think he was around Sean's age at the time. I think he was around maybe 14, 15. And he ended up coming into the store there, was messing around with John and whatnot. Kevin, of course, was back there with the videos again, back there messing around. And Psycho walked in, Don Stark. He'd come over and started talking to me and Sean, and he talked real good to me and Sean. Don didn't really know that I jagged his sister Tina in the eye, because he would probably have buried me 6 feet under. But Don, he had talked to us like, me and Sean, whatever, and he talked to us about this, that, and the other. Normally it would be about a couple of times where he's outran the cops, or just anything off the wall, because you really didn't know exactly what story you was going to deal with when you dealt with Don Stark. But that being said, getting back to that, Nathan was talking to John, and he was messing around or whatever. Well, Kevin came up and started putting his hands on Nate, just kind of messing around with him and everything. Don came over. He says, hey, get your hands off my buddy. And Kevin goes, hey, Don. He goes, I'm not messing with him, man. He goes, I'm just playing with him. He said, Kevin, get your hands off my buddy, motherfucker. Well, Kevin said, Don, he said, I'm not hurting him. Mind your own business. Don goes, you messed with my buddy, that is my business. So he grabbed Kevin and jacked him up like this by the shirt, slammed him up against the back first up against the counter, knocked down a rack of candy bars and whatnot. Then he from there he picked Kevin up. Well, he didn't pick Kevin up. He threw Kevin around and threw him out both doors there at Speedy Foods. Kevin went out over there and landed on his ass and fell down his glasses, and I think Kevin broke his glasses, if I ain't mistaken. They're kind of right here with the lens there. On the lens there, he kind of broke it and took the. If I ain't mistaken, he took the lens out. The lens fell out. After that, Kevin had been driving. Kevin was driving a boat of a car, and Kevin took off his jacket there, kind of rolled up his sleeves like he was ready to fight. Don goes, come on, Kevin. He goes, you want to fight me? He goes, come on. He says, I guarantee you, boy. He goes, I'll split your fucking skull wide open. He goes, I will kill you, motherfucker. He goes, you don't fuck with me. He goes, I won't think twice about putting you 6 feet under. He goes, won't you just do us all a favor, get in your motherfucking boat and get the fuck on out of here, and don't let me catch you back in here again messing with my buddies. Kevin, I guess, pretty much he pussied out because he got in his thing already in his car, drove around there, and Kevin had kind of stopped there for a minute. Don yelled, hey, keep on going, motherfucker. Well, Kevin had left, and Don offered to walk me and Sean home. He said, you boys better, you always if you boys go home. He's like, I'll walk you home. He said, in case he comes back, he goes, I could split that son of a bitch's skull open. Sean, we went back to Sean's place there. He lived on Green Avenue. That was like maybe a block or two over from Speedy Foods. And we went over there, and Don walked us over home and whatnot. And basically, it was just one of those things. But hanging out with Kevin was fun. Why we did it. From the days, like I said, he worked at BIM at the first start to the Jingle Gym and whatnot. And I just, hanging out with Kevin was cool. Like I said, when family got involved, blood is thicker than water, people. You got to stick with your family no matter what. Friends come and go, but family is sacred. There's a sacred bond with family, more or less than there is with friends. And as we fast forward here to this date, you can look up Maston, Ohio, in the sex offender registry, and you will find Kevin Elbert there. That's a long story. I won't get into it. But imagine that. Kevin Elbert. From the man who said, she told me what every girl told me. I lasted the longest. To, she told me what every girl tells me. What's that? Come back when you don't have, well, come back when I don't have a curfew. That right there was told one of the sayings that my cousin John Huffman had said. Very funny. Thank you so much for going down memory lane with me. I'll catch you next time.